Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I thought let me just do this extra video for this week because I usually just post once a week, and I just want to talk about this. If you've seen in my post, in my community post, I've indicated that I'd like to make content, or I'd like to talk about the process of applying, or life at university, especially at UNISA. What to look out for, especially maybe if you want to start studying as a first year, or maybe you are already studying but you're struggling with certain things. Yes, I want to start making videos about that and just giving information about that. So today, the reason for creating this video is because this topic was sparked by a video that I saw on social media where people were talking about qualifying for honors or qualifying for masters. And I know I also struggled with this, or I didn't know, I didn't know when I was doing my undergrad, especially in my first year, that the marks that you accumulate in your undergrad determine whether you are able to do your honors degree, and then the average that you get in your honors degree determines whether you are able to study further to do your masters. So I think I only discovered in my second year that you actually have to you have to have about a 60 to 65 average, or more, for you to be able to qualify for honors. I woke up late, yes, but I was able to work hard, extra hard, to be able to get that 65 average where it was easy for me to do my honors degree. And I had a lot of options because I had an average of more than 65 for many of my my majoring modules. So I just want to say, because I know here on my page, yes, it's mature people. I've looked at the analytics of my page, and I've seen that there's a lot of 24 to 34, 34 to 40 something and above. Obviously I have not seen people that are less than 24, but I'm assuming, people who are 24 and above, those are the people who actually would look for an opportunity to study at UNISA, because you're probably working and then you want to do distance learning. So I just want to sensitize you then that for you to qualify for an honors degree, you need to average 65% in your modules. So it differs across universities. In UNISA, they'll say you'll average 65 in your final year. In other universities, and I know UP, they'll say 65% across your course. Your average course must be 65, average of 65. So obviously, what does that mean? It means they add all your modules and they divide it by the number of your modules, and then you get the average. So it's just to sensitize you, because it can be very disheartening when now you apply for honors and you realize that you actually don't qualify, while you spend a whole 3 years or 4 years doing your qualification, not knowing that you actually need to work hard. Sometimes we just take things lightly, and then because we're dealing with the issues of life, we're dealing with the pressures of life, we just do our bare minimum, and then we don't really put in a lot, and then you just score yourself 60s, and then only to find that you actually are not able to study further. I know of people who have had to start another degree because when they do the average, they can't study further with the degree that they already have, or with the qualification that they already have, whether it's a diploma or whatever. So it's important that when you are studying, you take your studies seriously. You ensure that you actually get higher marks, so that whatever you choose, whatever you decide, whatever that it's open for you, you've got a lot of options, you've got more options, and you don't find yourself just being stuck with something just because that's the only thing that you qualify for to do as a postgraduate. just because your average is low. So I just thought, let me do this. It's an educational, it's an academic information that I'm giving out. In case you were not aware, just know that you need to average 60, but to be safe, 65%, because most universities are not the same. So you may have to, when you're with 65 average, perfect, you're safe. Sometimes you 60 in other universities, you may not be able to make it. Maybe you have a dream that, okay, while I'm studying in UNISA, after that I want to go pursue another degree at VETS or at UP or UCT or whatever, or international universities. You need to be able to know upfront while you're studying your undergrad or the qualification before, if it's an honors or postgraduate diploma, know what are the requirements for your next higher qualification, so that you can already position yourself with that average, your overall average of your course and your average for the specific major that you want to do that you want to major in your higher degree. So I just thought, let me just do this quickly. And yeah, I hope you learned a lot. I hope I opened your eyes to this, because when I was in my undergrad, when I was in my first year, or when in the beginning of my second year, I didn't know this information. I only discovered when I was in my second year, and I had to start pulling my socks up so that my future can be brighter. So yeah,